Okay, this is going to be my last video for chapter 12, and it's going to be a short one. And basically, I have some supplemental videos on audiology, audiograms, hearing tests, and so basically, me, I am 40 years old, and when I do those hearing tests on the internet, I can hear at 12,000 hertz, and that's because too much live rock and roll. Maybe. Hard to say, but I'd say that you listen to too much live rock and roll at very, very high decibel levels, and it's going to have a negative impact on your hearing. Most of the students in my class can hear much higher frequencies than that. And so then there's all kinds of ramifications for that, which I'm not going to go into right now. But basically, when they do a hearing test, is basically they have a chart and they have frequencies, so they're going to have say 50 hertz, 500 hertz, 5,000 hertz, roughly, just to go really quickly around this. And then they have intensities, which they're going to label in decibels, named after Alexander Graham Bell, and they're going to start at 0, and then they've got some negative, they'll have like -4, -8, you can look them up, and then they'll have like 10, 20, 30, 40, and basically what they do is they map out, they give you tones at different intensities, and then they sort of make a little diagram of what you can hear. And so then they have a coordination between what's normal for a human being and then what's abnormal, and so then they can decide whether you've got hearing problems or whether you're within the normal range. But the key thing is that the key point with an audiogram or audiology or hearing test is that your hearing system responds differently to different frequencies. So if the question is, you know, what's the softest noise you can hear? The softest noise you can hear depends on the frequency of that noise. That there's going to be at somewhere around 100 hertz or 500 hertz, in that range, you're going to be able to hear much better than you're going to be able to hear up near the top of your range. So near the top of your range, it's going to take a much louder noise for you to hear it. Right in the middle of your range, you're probably going to be able to hear a much softer noise at that range. But then also you can have dropouts at certain frequencies if you have specific problems with your hearing. Okay, so that wraps up chapter 12, and we'll be moving on to chapter 13 next.